Hello there, everybody. My name is David Ingham, and thank you so much for coming down to the live Google Hangout. Our topic tonight is Your Wish is Your Command, Law of Attraction. And I've got my guest speakers on. I've got Jacob Jafowski. Jacob, you want to say hello?
Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, are you ready?
And then I've got Angelo. He's all the way down there from Holland in the Netherlands. Angelo, come say hello. Unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry guys. Hi, how are you? Hoe gaat het iedereen? Zijn jullie klaar voor de Law of Attraction?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Well, just to get you guys on track, an assignment to actually go through a CD set. The CD set is actually called by a gentleman called Kevin Trudeau, or how you want to pronounce it. And myself and Jacob and Angela decided to actually do a live hangout and actually the first CD. And the first thing that came to mind when I listened to it was I got so excited I actually listened to the first 5 CDs, which I have listened to before previously. But repetition is a good thing. So every time you listen to something, you learn more and more. And the one topic that came out straight away on the CD was, who do you listen to? And I'll give a few of my little points that I picked up from listening to the CD, and then Angelo and Jacob, we can have like a chat about it, and hopefully it will help you, the viewer who's watching this. And the whole reason for me to actually listen to these CDs anyway is to become better, to become a better person, to attract more wealth, to attract more abundance in my life, and yeah, to have more. It's about everything. It could be health, it could be well-being, it could be happy, it could be a lot of things that people want for themselves. It could be to find a partner. There's many things that you could want. It doesn't necessarily just have to be money. So we're then again going back to the CD, Your Wish is Your Command, and that's what it was. He actually mentioned when he introduced the first CD, he said, literally, your wish is your command. You do have that power in you. But the whole thing is who do you listen to? Because there's a lot of books out there that have been written about success and about creating success and about creating money and things like that. But are those books, the people who actually wrote them, are they living the life of abundance, of prosperity? Because sometimes you get authors that have written books, but they're not successful themselves. So would it be a good thing to listen to somebody who hasn't actually created success? So let me bring on Jacob and Angelo. Guys, come in, and let's have a. What are your take on who do you listen to, and how can I challenge it? Why should I listen to Your Wish is Your Command? Why should I listen to Kevin Trudeau? Maybe that could be the first question that we could chat about.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's yeah, that's a good question. Definitely. Do we should listen to Kevin Trudeau? Well, on the CD, he is sort of answering the question, and he's saying that, well, not really, not really, but because everyone everyone is different. He says is your wish is your command. It's put together by the group of the people, which they have, they have enormous wealth, but they put that together to put it out for people to that they can learn how to acquire anything or and have anything in the life they want, they desire, and that's where your wishes, your command was put. Who do you listen to? Is you should listen to people that they have what you want and been where you are, because when you start listening to some very rich, famous and rich people and see what they're doing to acquire more wealth, you will never do that because they are on a different level at the moment. You should then start looking in their past to find when they start, where they've been, what they did then. Because so many people are, oh, I want to be like, I don't know, wow, anyone now who is rich in this world. Alan Sugar, for example. We know him from TV.
Richard Branson as well.
Richard Branson and Alan Sugar, there are two different types of businessmen. One is very suit type, the other is relaxed. And now some people say, oh, if you want to be successful, dress up, and you should listen to Alan Sugar. Then when you look at the Richard Branson, it's the same when you look on Robert Kiyosaki, he's quite relaxed. But if you think that what they are now, you have to look to their past. You have to look to the beginning when they start, what they did. I can see that online. It's lots of people are just jumping from business to business or have 5 businesses and they diversify. That they will have income from different streams and they never built anything successful. Richard Branson, I was reading a few months ago that he owns or have 300 companies. But when he started, he had just one, and was the Virgin Records, if I am not mistaken. I think it was called Virgin Records. When he sold cassettes, I think that then there was the cassettes because that was like 30 years ago at least. Cassettes, and then where he make money, millions, and then he could jump to other places. Who do you listen to? You listen to the people that have what you want and been where you are at the moment. Because if you listen to someone who never been in your position, you will never be on their position, which are they now. Because they had a different start. You need to see the people that have exactly the same start. If you want to be successful, someone made that money by playing football, and then is successful in other businesses, rarely happens. That shows you that they are not ready for the business. But if that's happened, you are not footballer. You will not make millions in 5 years. You have to work for it. Find someone like Richard Branson who worked for it, or Robert Kiyosaki, who was a salesman on the beginning. Read their books, but find the books from the beginning, and that's most important. But ultimately, later you will discover you have to listen to yourself and your gut feeling, your emotions, because that's what is ultimately come to. People that, I'm saying that again, have what you want and been where you are the moment, and ultimately you then listen to yourself, to your gut feeling, to your emotions, which is then law of attraction. Angelo, anything?
Yes, Jacob. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right. Great explanation. I would like why do I listen to Kevin Trudeau and your wishes, your command? It's because first he has what I want, and um, I I believe in the concept that he's talking about, that in the law of attraction and how it works. I believe in what he has to say, and he also didn't grow up in a rich family where he had money just passed him. So he had to learn the stuff also, and now he's just teaching it. And so it sounds legit to like just use it. And why I'm listening to it also is because I just want to learn how to make my come true in a way that hasn't been taught to me. So I just want to learn how to be, do, and have anything I want, and just if I can learn it, and then I can just pass it on to somebody else that wants to learn it also. So that's the reason for me to listen to it and dedicate a lot of time to it. Yes, David. So what's
Yeah, yeah, good, Angela. Because also what came to mind was when he was talking was teachable. You got to be. The first thing was, who do you listen to? So now we know that listening to Kevin Trudeau is a good thing because
yeah,
he's proven it himself. And then he talks about to be teachable, because if you're not teachable, um, and there he was mentioning the teachability index was one thing. Also change. Like if you're not happy with your way your life is going right now, you have to change things you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't change things you're doing and do something different, then you're not going to change. So that was another. You're teachable. How teachable are you? Number one, because if you're not teachable, then you're not going to learn new stuff. So
exactly.
and says you've actually got it. He says that's the worst thing you can say, because you're never going to get it. You're always getting it.
Yeah,
The thing is with law of attraction and who do you listen to, or any other subject, it's so vast, it's so huge that if you say, oh yeah, I've got it, it's like, because what's we'll talk later in the weeks, a few weeks time, it's you have to know that there is so much stuff you don't know. And he goes even further, you even don't know what you don't know. And I always say to myself, I don't know what I don't know. There is so much stuff I don't even know that I don't know. This is when you start thinking about this, it's just like so huge, and so can be so fun, because you can go to the library and take a book, or to the bookstore, take any book, open and read something and say, did I know that or not? And find something that you didn't know before. Now, internet, just go, and this is so vast. And Kevin Trudeau, I do like his style. I do like what how he talks, because he's not only talking about the money. And I think this is the most important, because so many people are saying that, come and make millions. But do we really want to be a millionaires? Everyone says, oh yeah, I want it. But do you really want to be a millionaire? Want to have big company that employs 1,000 people and be a millionaire and then look after those 1,000 people? Maybe you just need, you want some, have a nice workplace, have a house in the lake, or house in the other hot, good country by the seaside, or the ski resort, somewhere in the ski resort have the house. What you want. That's where is I think the most important stuff. You need to figure out what you want, your dreams, and then find someone who have what you want, and to achieve it. Or find someone who have, say, for example, you need extra to have the house extra £200,000 or dollars or euros. You don't have it anymore, do you? You have a euros there, Angelo. Yeah. And find that person. If he have, say, something else, but he have that money, see what he done. If he was born in a rich family, don't listen to the guy. Seriously, don't listen to him, because he doesn't even know how to work for this 200. You know, if you go to the guy who, for example, is building the portfolio, and you ask him, okay, how did you get the deposit? Oh, I won in lotto. That's it. Done. You can't listen to the guy because he won the money and he have the money for the deposit straight away. You have to listen to someone who didn't have the money for deposit, somehow found it, put it together, and then bought property. If you want to start that way. If you have lots of money and you don't know what to do with it, find someone who have a lot of money and knows what to do with it.
Yeah.
Find a way. Look for people that show you how they start. Because even online, when you do the online business, and there's lots of people say, send it, emails, and look at this. I'm on the first page in the company. I earn so much money. But the problem with that is that they are in network marketing for 10 years, and the 5 years they spend it and earn nothing. And that's the problem. People go, oh yeah, I can do that, and send the email, and it's like nothing. Because they have a list, like 100,000 people on the list, which trust them because they send them emails every day, they do the blog posts, they do the videos and all that. And if they don't tell you that on the beginning is hard, and for say a year, you may not have it because they say, for a year, I didn't have. But if you will do constantly what as I was doing, but if he tells you, oh, this is easy, look, in a week time, I just start this company, week time, look at me, I'm earning $5,000-$10,000. You can do the same. No, you cannot, because you don't have 100,000 list. And other factors, people don't know you, and at the moment when you start is the different. Then if you will know it in your gut feeling, will tell you to trust or not to trust that person. And if you're wrong, you will very, very quickly that who do you listen to? You will learn that very quickly on yourself, because I did learn that so many times, misled on the internet and lost money, and now I know who do I listen to very well, and that's life, and I'm happy that I had that experience. Listening to Kevin Trudeau or reading his books, I can compare, I can see where he's going, and that's why I like him. I really, really like him, because it's not only Your Wish is Your Command. I'm reading his other books, which I recommend if anyone wants it. And yeah, this is really good. And he expands on the law of attraction. He talks about the law of attraction in a bit different way from normal human perspective way. It's not talking that you have to be calm only. No, he's talking you have to work, but not work as the working hard manually. You have to work on yourself, on your thinking, but you have to start from reading books that you can trust. Who do you listen to? That's the most important step.
Angelo, could you, when I was listening to the first CD, I think there was 3 things he was talking about. Maybe you can talk a bit about teachable, number 1, and then there was your ability to be coachable, and then there was another one, I think it's coachable,
The
and
4
then maybe
concepts of learning.
Yeah, maybe you can tap on that for us.
Yes, because he was talking about the first concept was who do you listen to, and to say like talking about success principles that he learned, right, through through successful people that have taught him like how to think and what to do. So that those success principles have been held by a select few people, but now with this audio, he has made it available to a lot of people that are willing to listen. So with willingness to listen, like who do you listen to? I understand that for like if you want to be successful, but you're on TV the whole day, you're listening to the TV too but you're listening to the wrong people. If you're listening to the radio all day, listening to people complaining about what's going on, to the wrong people. If you're reading magazines about gossip, about whatever, you're listening to. If you want to know the success principles, just listen to the right people and just listen to Kevin Trudeau. Your wish is your command. The second one is like the teachability index. It's like where it's like a scale with two sides, and the first side was your willingness to learn. Like, what are you willing to do to learn the stuff? Like, are you willing to playing Xbox, PlayStation, going to the gym, or not, David? And what else are you willing to give up to learn this information? And the second one is once you have information, you want to apply the information. And if you want to apply it, you have to change the things you're doing. And it's mainly the way you think. Are you willing to accept the changes that need to be done to apply the information? So you have to change mainly the way you think. Wake up every day like at 10 or late and just, just chill it out. You're not doing nothing to be successful. Third one was the training balance skill, and it was more like about they have two sides again, and the first side was the why side, that the law of attraction has to do with the way you think and the way you feel. And for you can use like different words to explain this side with like emotions, your goals, your desires, objectives, the way you're like feeling, and the next side was the things you do. But the key, he said, was make the law of attraction work. You just have to focus on the way you think and the way you feel, because that activates the law of attraction. Because it's not about working hard, doing a lot of stuff, and hoping that success is just use your mind and then take action, but mostly just use your mind. Because when you think about something, about how you're going to do it, and then you do it, it's going to be easier because you already thought about how you're going to do it and you're just going to do it. Instead of just going to it and then figuring out and find that you can't do it because you haven't thought about what you're going to do. Just think it through. And the last concept was the 4 stages you go through learning any information. The first one was you don't know that you don't know it. Like you didn't even know that it was there. And then the second one is you know that you don't know something. So it's like that. So, and the third one is you know it, but you have to be practicing it like consciously every time. Like, okay, I have to think a certain sequence for something for it to work. Like how you think. And the last one is like it just goes. You have done it so many times, it just happens. And a quick example is just if you're somebody that has a problem with your attitude and you read How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you get a lot of tips on how to change your attitude and you keep applying it, but the first 4 times it doesn't go as planned and you still blow up, but you keep applying, and then without you knowing it, you have developed a pleasing personality without you even knowing it. Little by little, it's just steps. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Easy, easy, and easy. You don't have to do a lot of things to overwhelm yourself. You just need to learn a few basics and just keep growing. It's just easy. Right, David?
Thank you, man. Thank you. There was also something I picked up as well when I listened to Kevin Trudeau. The first CD was, he says that leaders read a lot. And he said that reading is very, very important. So that was a very good concept. And then he was also talking about like the Freemasons associations, about a lot of the information that he shares is actually from the Freemasons. And then he was also talking about a society called the Skull and Bones Society. And then also he was a member of the Fellowship Society as well. So that was quite interesting.
Because like, the thing is like Andrew Carnegie, like they were like huge, big success, and they are themselves the people with these principles. They are the people themselves that have used these principles, but most people nowadays don't believe that your thoughts affect your reality, and it I'm not like it's nothing, because is focused on you telling you it's not true, that you can't do everything, is telling you that it's not your fault. It's the economy, it's the government, it's the war, it's Iraq, it's ISIS, it's automation. They are all telling you that you don't have the power to change what's going on in your life. But right now, with the internet, you have so many possibilities to make money online. You have so many possibilities to do whatever you want. Right now in 2015, never so much possibilities. Never. There was never. But everything, the headlines from the newspaper to the news, the top story is telling you there isn't, and everybody believes that. It's crazy.
Do you want to do your last thoughts, and I think we can keep the excitement week as well. Maybe some closing thoughts.
I have sort of two. The first is when we talk about listen to. I think that Andrew Carnegie, he was the richest man in the world, but when he was alive, he was the first man that wanted to get out this secret about how to make money, and this guy is really worth study, and that's the books that you guys should sort of read about him, and few he has some his own book. Just go and check that. But the last thing for today, it's talking about the change the thing in the teachability index. When you learn something new, you have to change the stuff. The best way is to say, if you doing what you was always doing and you accept different outcome, you're sort of insane person. And that is the truth. You cannot expect an outcome from the stuff you was doing for last years. You will always be in the same position. You have to change. And the one thing is, if you want things to change in your life, you have to change things in your life. You have to start living differently. You may have to wake up half an hour early every morning. You may have to start reading more books, listening to more audios, applying stuff which Kevin Trudeau is talking about way differently. You may not, maybe you go to pub with the friends. Well, hard life. If you want to change, maybe goes just once a week. That's it. You watch TV every night for, you come from work and then watch TV for 4 hours before you go to sleep. Maybe you have to change it. Maybe you have to watch just 1 hour, and then for the another hour you listen to audios, and then 2 hours you will be much healthy, not watching TV that much, and physically and mentally, because there is so much violence there that everyone kill each other in every movie. You can, for that reason, you can be better off, and then you read a good book. All right. If you want to change things in your life, change things in your life. So,
thank you. Angelo, some closing thoughts? Unmute yourself.
That's my closing. It would just be, who do you listen to? It's just ask yourself throughout the day, who do you listen to? Because you're going to be talking to a lot of people, and it applies to a lot of situations. Because if you're like telling somebody your dreams and your objectives, and they're a little bit negative about it, and they tell you no, it's not going to work, who do you listen to? Because if it was somebody positive and they tell you, oh yeah, that's right, go for it, you have listened to the right person. But if you listen to the wrong person, who do you listen to? So listen to just listen to the people that have what you want, and listen to people that encourage you also, and give you constructive criticism, because they are pointing something that's wrong with you that you don't even see maybe. And if you can accept that and change that, accept change, you will get better. You will become a better person. So that's it.
Thanks, Angelo. Well, guys, join us next week, and Thursday, 9 o'clock, learn more about your wishes, your command. And I'm going to say goodbye and see you guys soon. Leave some comments down below, and we will answer.
Goodbye, everyone.